back to the range. Tom here, and today we are doing a 1973 Chevy pickup truck. This one was picked out and everything that was done to it was chosen by this person. So why don't we head on down to the range and let's get started. This casting is actually one of my favorites that I have laying around. It's actually the second one of this exact casting that I've done. And it's an M2. And I really like working with M2s because of all the different parts and stuff that, you can take off and redo, and you don't have to worry about doing a lot of cutting. And, it's already got screws to put it on together. It made it easier to take apart instead of having to drill and everything else. The only thing I had to really drill was the post for the bed, and the windshield has a little post. I kind of had to drill that in a little bit to get it to come out. Overall, it was an easy build. It was pretty simple. And the colors that were picked were not picked by me. And I think they went great. I put my own little touch onto it though, because I had to. No matter what, I had to put my own little touch. And this truck right here, I'm just using it for a mock-up because it's pretty much a similar casting as the one I'm actually building. And what I'm doing here is I'm actually making a toolbox. And I'm using the casting for pretty much, like I said, mock-up. And, it worked out really good, and I'm glad I had it because once I put everything together, it flowed perfectly. Like, I had no problems with this truck. I mean, even with the paint turned out fantastic. The toolbox that I made, that was pretty much the only thing I custom made for this build was the toolbox. And, I did my best, and honestly, the way it turned out, it actually looks pretty good. But, I've got a lot of these square bodies, and there's some in there that I have that I don't know if I'm even going to want to customize or not. But, who knows? I got a lot of other builds that I'm doing off camera. I got this rally car that I've been putting together. I got another 62 Chevy I'm putting together. Trying to make it off-road with suspension that works. It's kind of a work in progress. But with the rally car, I'm making it to where, the wheels turn. And it worked out. It took me a few tries to get it figured out. But I got it done. And I got a couple builds coming up. I got one that I'm doing for Jay's Diecast Creations, and it's the Race for Pinks. And I'm actually doing a Super V casting. I also am doing another casting. It's a cool combi that I'm going to be doing on video, and it's for my daughter. I'm doing a little bit of, not really much different to it. I'm just probably just doing a wheel swap and paint job for that with some decals. And I think it's going to turn out amazing. And it's one of her favorite kind of cartoon things that I'm going with. I'm not going to spoil it on this video, but that's going to be the next video. And, I was just checking out my page the other day, and I can't believe it. I'm up to 80 subscribers, and I do appreciate everybody that has subscribed to my channel. And I want to throw a shout out to an up and coming new builder. It's, and if I pronounce it wrong, I'm sorry. Nava Autos. She does post-apocalyptic builds, and I just caught a couple of hers the other day, and she's actually really talented. I was really impressed with her shop truck build for the 4 horse. So, if you guys get a chance, check out her videos, and it's just NAVA Auto. Check them out on YouTube. Give her a shout out, post your comments, give her a like, subscribe. Just give her some motivation like y'all have been giving me, and that's why I'm throwing a shout out to her. She's a very talented builder, just like everybody else on here, and just having this community will boost everything up for her, and just like it did me. So my first shout outs to her, and wish you the best of luck on your channel. I really do. Coming from a guy that hasn't even been really doing my channel for very long, it's been, I think, June or July is when I started doing the channel, because I didn't have the right equipment right off the bat. So, but anyway, we're gonna go back to the Chevy truck. I changed out the wheels to a little bit higher stance because I really didn't like the white tires that were on there. The engine was picked out from somebody, from the person that's wanting the truck, and the wheels were picked out, the colors were picked out. Right now I just got it out of the gun oil, aka citrus strip, and mocking up everything. And like I said, I didn't really have to do a lot to this truck. Everything just flowed perfectly. The windshield came out undamaged. The bumpers came off no problem. And it just, I was really happy with this build, let's just put it that way. And I tried something a little new with the build that I really haven't tried before, and it was just pretty much taping, custom tape job. And I didn't use stencils, I didn't use anything like that. I just used some really thin masking tape to do it. And I'm gonna try something a little bit different later on down the road, just to try it out, just to see what it works. I may video it, I may not, or I might do a test vehicle just to see how it would work. The first thing I did was I did a blue, or not a blue, but a white primer base, and then I went over it with the Laguna blue because it was requested. I have a bunch of different color paints, and this Laguna blue, I really like it. I really do. It's a really nice old school color. I used it on my shop truck. I think I did. I can't remember, but it's got an older 70s look color, and that's what I like about it. And it covers fantastic, with the white base coat. And you see here, I tried using my regular pinstripe tape, and what I was trying to do is do like a splatter effect. And for some reason, I was having difficulties with the actual rubber tape, I guess it is, or the actual pinstriping. But honestly, it looked too thick to be doing, and I didn't want to cover up most of the truck. So what I did was I just took this really thin tape and did the same thing, and it worked to the most part. It was hard getting the curves down and getting that stuff going on this. And I'm still waiting on some items to come in the mail for my January 4 Horsemen build, and I'd like to congratulate Andrew over there in Switzerland. He is this month's guest for Horsemen, and I found that out from Paul at Diecast Graveyard with his live stream. And I'd like to congratulate Andrew for that. It's a big honor to be a part of that group, even if it is for a month. Just being part of the 4 Horsemen, because they're all great guys. Xavier, Paul, Pete, all fantastic builders, all awesome guys to talk to and get advice from. And those guys is honestly what inspired me to start doing this project, to start doing this hobby. Just watching their builds, just seeing the talent that they have. made me want to see what I can do. And I've noticed over the past, well, I'm going to say almost year that I've been doing this on screen, I've actually can see the progress, the better, how much better I've got. You know, you see here just the taped off and splatter effect, the hood's white because, you know, I was going to just paint it straight. The color I mixed up was called Memphis Purple, and, you know, I wanted it to be a little different than what I'm normally doing with my paint schemes. I try to put a little more detail into them, a little more, you know, custom in it, instead of just, you know, two-tone or, you know, just kind of a straight line paints. And that's kind of what I was doing with my rally car that I was building. You know, I did a little different style paint job. I used a lot more hand paints for some of it with the lights and, you know, the but I really like how it turned out. It was beautiful. I didn't do nothing with the interior. I left the interior away the same way. You know, I put a couple decals on it, not serious a lot. But, you know, you see me putting the red paint on where the taillights. And that's the one thing I try to do is put back in details that are taken out when I paint them. And I'm not that good at hand painting because I still got a little bit of a shake in my hands due to, you know, medical reasons, like I've said in a previous video. But I'm getting better to where I can actually be a little more stable. I have some magnifying, a little headpiece that I can use to see more of the areas. And you know, it helps out great with the smaller decals. And you see the Chevy decals I got, and I'm putting my Caliber 50 Customs logo on it. And what I'm doing is I'm putting the Chevy emblem right next to it, because, you know, I didn't want just, you know, the Caliber 50 Customs logo on the tailgate. And, you know, it was requested just one of my logos on this vehicle on the tailgate. And the person that requested it was my, you know, was a very let's just say it's kind of, she knows who she is, you know, and I'm really hoping she likes this. You know, it's already been given to her, so I know she likes it. She's really fond of it, and I really like it. You know, if I were to do another car this exact same colors, I would, because I liked how the combination went with these colors. It turned out phenomenal. And believe it or not, my actual reveal video, she did. She actually made the video for me. And I was like, you know what, it's her truck. If this video's for her, might as well. So I threw it in with it. You know, because, you know, I don't mind doing stuff like that. You know, I actually, you know, want to hear what people want to see me try to do. If there's something that you haven't seen me build, by all means, leave it down in the comments. Let me know. And back to where we started with, you know, plain Jane white, you know, the white tires, 73 Chevy pickup. I love those old square bodies. You know, if I can get more, I'm going to try to get more of them, just so I have them. And even if I customize them, you know, they're the way I want it. So, without further ado, why don't we check out the final results? and I'll see you next time at the race.